Everyone, today we're fortunate to be able to speak with Andra and Jason Carleton, the founders and owners of Farfars Ice Cream in Duxbury. Thanks so much for taking the time today, Andra.
Yes, exactly.
So Farfar has been around for over 40 years, which is incredible. Will you tell us a little bit about the history of Farfars and how the business came to be?
Okay, sure. Over 40 years ago, my husband and I bought this piece of property. It was business zoned. And we did a few other things on the property and then decided that ice cream is the direction we were going to head in, mainly because of my dad, who was with HP Hood and had been there, started there in the 40s. And with HP Hood, he became the ice cream guru. And the base that we use today to make our ice cream is his recipe. Back in, I don't know, probably 1945 or something. Hood is still very proud of it. We use it. It's high butter fat. It's creamy. Makes a great product. It's all our customers tell us. So we decided to go with the ice cream store, and we named it Farfars, which is the Danish word for grandfather. And my dad was Danish, born in the States, barely, but they made it here before he was born. And it's an easy word to remember. And he gave us all his secret recipes. He gave us the tools on how to make ice cream, how to set up a shop, what equipment to buy, what to look for in products, working with your customers that he did with HP Hood years before. It was an easy decision for us. It wasn't an easy decision for him. He would say, hey, you live in a beautiful beach town. You're never going to get to go to the beach again. You're going to be working all the time. It's summertime when you have to make your money. But we dragged him out of retirement, and he helped us. I mean, we could not have done it. Even though we didn't know anything, he taught us how and when and where. And it was just so fun for me to work with my dad. And so that got us started, and it just, one day it was time to open, and we went from there.
Excellent. Yeah, I mean, I've certainly had Hood ice cream before, but I grew up eating Farfars. I mean, my family, I basically spent my whole life in Duxbury. I moved to town when I was 3 years old, so I don't really remember anything before that. And we used to go to Farfars all the time.
Sure.
To save some special ingredients from is the days at Hood for you guys, because you have certainly something that is special about the ice cream that you guys make.
Right. I think the important thing is the way it's handled. It's made so frequently. It isn't sitting around it isn't being transported into us in a refrigeration truck or something like that. So it's the freshness of it, the way we handle it is very important. So you don't get any ice crystals in it. It stays creamy. And over these 40 years, we really haven't changed much from the first few months we were learning how to do this. So it works.
Well, I know everybody loves it in town, and they get excited for the opening of Farfars every year. And it's my understanding that you guys just opened up for the season this year, but not in the traditional way that we're all used to, I guess. Can you tell us how your team is getting your ice cream into the hands of your customers?
Yeah, it's really sad for all of us to not be who we want to be and do what we want to do. But it's so important that we have to follow all the steps, all the rules, all the regulations. People have been on Facebook for some months now. When are we going to open? When are we going to open? So in a meeting with Jason and his wife Alex and my husband Stephen, the decision was made to have to do a curbside pickup. And it's incredible what Jason and Alex with their computer savvy and public relations and things like that they do so well. It's a totally changed program. It is the same ice cream. It is the same recipes. It is the same size. It just now is in the 20s. I mean, it's a change. We're fine with it, but we really, really want to be back to what we used to be, and we're so hoping that we can get closer to that as we get further into the season.
Yeah, no, I mean, the town wants to support you guys. At the same time, they want, the ice cream that they've known to love over the years. And it's, I know the experience of waiting in line and, the excitement before you even get to the front, and then when I was a little kid, I remember sitting in the back there, behind the shop and just enjoying it in the sun with a lot of other people around. And it's an experience that, as you said, hopefully you'll be able to get back to, as the summer goes on.
I so look forward myself to just sitting down with a cone in the back, in the sun, and watching everybody be so happy.
Yeah,
Children,
there will.
Yeah.
Can you tell us anything about, what you and the Farfars team might have planned for the summer, other than, kind of just getting this sort of takeout under wraps and fine-tuned, and then maybe if you have any events planned, or really is it just hoping for the best and moving?
Nothing that specific that we're planning. We're part of some other people's plans. I know the senior center is having their book review, and we're going to be part of that. It will be in the Clipper and the senior center news bulletin, etc. And we're going to be part of that sort of party, distancing party that they're going to have in celebration of this author's work. And then things that we usually are part of have been canceled. So, it's just different.
Yeah. Well, things are changing, and hopefully for the better these days. I mean, we've got some positive news recently, but I know, as the summer goes on, everybody's going to be wanting Farfars ice cream more and more. So, you will definitely be getting the support from the town, and I know everybody appreciates you guys and always has, since you opened, as you said, like 41 years ago or so.
I know, and the hundreds of people that we employed over those 41 years.
Yeah.
Amazing. And we're always getting compliments and comments from them from all over the United States and the world that used to work here. And everybody's in the same position, whether you live in Switzerland. I mean, it's the same, and they're talking about getting home to have Farfars knowing that it's going to be different.
Yeah.
It's going to taste great.
Absolutely. Well, Andra, if there's anything else you'd like to tell us, that'd be great.
Watch us on Facebook. Keep in touch with that. That's our go-to place, and ordering online. And right now we're open on Wednesdays and Saturdays from 12 to 5. So people pre-order. They let us know when they're here. We run the packaging up to them. I say I can't even be here because of my age. I don't work with the young people like I used to. And we now don't have the high school and college people on the staff. We can't. It's just too serious a time. And so we have our 2 managers, and Jason, his wife, his 2 high schoolers are helping out on running things for ours. I miss those kids so much.
Got to do what's best for everybody right now, of course, and hopefully, as we've talked about, things might change throughout the summer, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I should get Jason's face in here. He's the main guy these days. Hey, Jason, come on up. Yep. I'll grab my mask and step aside. Thanks, Matt. Thanks for having me.
So much. Nice to meet you as well.
Be well, be safe. Yep. Okay.
Thank you.
Here comes Jason. You can say hi.
I can say hi. You're gonna let me. Hey there, Matt. How are you?
Doing well, Jason. How are you?
Good, thanks. She obviously has been running the show. I'm in here right now because of the situation that we're in. We're trying to keep my parents away from the scene as much as possible.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and we're obviously doing things very different this year.
Yep.
It's my kids are working here. My 16-year-old daughter, who works here anyways, and then my 14-year-old son, who last year was making ice cream off and on with me. He's here a lot more than he has been in the past.
Nice.
But it's nice for them because it's a little bit of a break.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There's not much else going on.
I can imagine. Everybody I talk to that has kids that are the same similar ages to yours they don't do much these days, and to be able to have a family business and help you guys has got to be a great feeling and something to do.
Yeah.
Got it. It's great.
Okay. Say hi to your family for me when you talk to everybody.
Good, Jason. Hope to see you around soon.
You got it. Take care, Matt. Thanks again.
Bye.